third eye wide open, baby. Whoa, whoa. Vibes higher. Whoa, whoa. Vibes high. Third eye wide open, baby. Whoa, whoa. Vibes high.
Peace, love, and light, family. Back again with another quick little video, man. You know what I'm saying? I was outside doing some yoga. Did a slight little workout. Got outside a lot later than that nigga wanted to get outside. But as long as I got outside, man, got some nature. That's all right with me, man. I'm cool. But first and foremost, man, how y'all been? You know what I'm saying? These past few days, past few months, or this past month, how y'all been? You know what I'm saying? How you been feeling? Spiritually, mentally, and physically, man. You know what I'm saying? Ask yourself these questions if you haven't already. Like, are you okay? Are you doing well? Are you feeling well? And yeah, man, because me, on the other hand, you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling amazing. Feeling abundant. Feeling vibrant. Feeling really, really light. And not as dense as I used to feel and once felt. And that's kind of what I want to talk to y'all about real quick in this video before the sunset and I, you know, get from up out of here. Yeah, man, it's like a new frequency on this planet, as we all know. But the planet is changing in frequency, and you know what I'm saying? Our bodies are adjusting and shifting with it. And what I mean by that is, I know a lot of y'all like been feeling the shift. Y'all been feeling the change. As far as your body goes, stuff that you eat, stuff that you naturally are drawn to eat, stuff that you're naturally not drawn to eat, if that making sense. Like, I've been seeing a lot of people complaining about how certain snacks and stuff don't taste the same. I've been seeing a lot about how people been saying like the meat and stuff don't taste the same, like their bodies and shit, stuff not really reacting the way that it's supposed to be reacting. And yeah, man, just all of those things. And I've been paying attention to a lot of that. A lot of people are getting sick a lot quicker. And I mean quicker, like, they're quicker and they're much longer and they're much more intense than, you know, the sickness we're used to seeing, like flu season and all of that stuff, bro. I'm seeing people get like frequent headaches and stuff that they never once really were receiving. Yeah, bro, I be observing and I be paying attention to a lot of it, bro. And it's the food, bro. I've been telling y'all this for the longest time. I've been telling y'all this for the longest time already, that, you know, it's the food. It's the food that's been fucking us up. It's the food that's gonna continue to mess us up, because that's the hardest thing that us as, you know, human beings in this physical realm, we struggle the most with: food and consuming food and food consumption, overeating, eating things that have no nutritional value, no nutritional benefit to us in this physical or, you know, spiritual realm. A lot of people eat out of habit. A lot of people eat out of boredom. So, you know, as far as spiritual warfare go, and this spiritual war that we've been fighting and are continuing to fight and go through, it's always going to start and end with the food, man, because that seems to have the greatest grip on society. It's the food. We have no control over the food, the temptations of eating food and consuming food. Yeah, man. We got to get a grip, and we got to establish a type of discipline. And really, most importantly, you got to listen to your body. Stop ignoring your body, man. Your body is going to talk to you if you allow it to talk to you and open up to you. And like, when you consume stuff that you're not supposed to be consuming, you notice your body reacts a certain way. But we've been programmed and conditioned to, you know, like, ignore these signs and ignore our body and neglect our body, because we're so used to eating things out of pleasure and eating things just because it tastes good. We're not really eating to live. We're eating just to eat. You know what I'm saying? Overindulging, over-consuming, overconsumption. And a lot of that has to do with, you know, just not knowing. You know, a lot of people just don't know. A lot of people don't want to know. Or a lot of people just are ignorant to the information that's out here, because we are in an age of information. So the information and stuff it's becoming a point in time where it's easier and easier to access this information and access, you know, the different knowledge and the different stories and different experiences that, you know, people are sharing with the world nowadays. The new information that's coming about, even old information that's resurfacing, that's gonna help us benefit and help us evolve as humans, because we know that's the main goal and the main objective is to evolve as humans. But we can't do that. We're letting the food control us, and the food contaminate, you know, our bodies and weaken us spiritually, if that's making sense, because a lot of these foods are fake foods, processed foods, sugars, dairy, you know, meat. All of that meat is, you know, it's energy based. So it's like, I don't know. I'm really just trying to put that nugget in your head and put it in your mind. Like, bro, you're really trying to lock in and get serious about, you know, your diet and what it is you're eating, bro. You know, stop eating like crap and you won't feel like crap. You won't have as much brain fog. You won't have as much confusion. You will have less mood swings. You will have less anger, less sadness, less depression. If you're eating high, vibrant foods, you know, foods with color, foods with real nutrients and real value. You know what I'm saying? Those, when you start to incorporate those type of foods and those type of things into your diet, your body, your day-to-day lives, and you'll really be amazed on how your internal world really reflects and has a huge impact on your outside world. So if you take care of your inside world, you know, meaning putting living foods into your body, not dead corpses and flesh and blood and pus into your body, you know, your outside world would change. You would have a clear, sharper, more vivid mind. You would just be more sharp overall with what it is with everything that you do in your day-to-day lives on a day-to-day basis and stuff like that. It all starts with the food, man. And I know y'all tired of hearing it, but y'all gonna have to keep continuing to hear it. We're not designed to eat meat. We're not designed to eat flesh. We're not designed to eat any of those things, man. Our bodies are too dense to where it's coming a point in time to where it's like melanated people, black people, whatever you want to call them, they are struggling to, you know, be outside more and more in the sunlight, direct sunlight. They can't sit outside for more than 5 to 10 minutes without them complaining about it being too hot, without them drenched in sweat. Like, it's all because of the stuff that you eat. A lot of those, it's really just, it's the food, man. Because I'm looking at people around me, it's like we the same skin color, we the same ethnicity, but I can sit outside in direct sunlight for 3 hours, 4 hours comfortably without really dripping any type of sweat, really. I'm not hot, not overheating, I'm hydrated. So it really just like, it's the food. Like, I'm telling y'all, this planet is changing and so is your body in it. If you don't change with this planet, it's gonna be real rough out here for a lot of y'all, man. I'm not saying that to fearmonger or scare anybody or talk down on anybody. Like, that's not where I'm going with this message. It's not where that's not the point of me making this video or this message. It's to spread awareness and alert everyone. Like, this planet is changing, bro. Whether y'all want to believe it or not, this planet it's only gonna get hotter, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get more and more difficult for the ones who are struggling to, you know, withstand the heat of this planet, this frequency. You're gonna get left behind. It's just like the final like call, bro, wake up call for like humanity as a whole, man, because like I said previously, we are in the age of information. So it's like you're either gonna be receptive to this information or you're gonna be ignorant and ignore this information and reap the consequences, you know, behind your actions of you choosing to be ignorant and not enlighten yourself and take care of yourself and take care of your body. And most importantly, take care of yourself spiritually, because a lot of us don't do that. We neglect our spiritual health. We put the physical before the spiritual, which is a problem. Like I said, a lot of y'all are extremely dense. You're putting all these dense fake foods inside of your body. You're wondering why you're so sluggish and tired. You have no energy to really do anything but go to work, come home, and go to bed. You know, watch TV, smoke, whatever activities you do. But you're not really working out. You're not really doing anything that's benefiting you spiritually wise. You're not evolving spiritually at all. You're kind of stuck in the matrix because that's kind of how they want you to be. They want you to go to work, focus in on work, get tired and drained from work, to where you have no time to really have for yourself or do anything that you want to do for yourself. You can't focus in on yourself. You focus on paying bills, you focus on going to work. You're going to pull over to get fast food because it's quick and it's convenient, instead of going to buy your own stuff and cook it and prepare it yourself. And that's another thing with fast food, bro. It's 2025, man. It's time to let fast food go, bro. You still eating fast food in 2025, man, you might be at a point of no return. And like I said, it ain't really like to bash nobody or belittle nobody or make nobody feel less than. Like, it's not the point or the purpose of me saying that. It's really just like, what are we doing, bro? We at a point in time now to where, like, everybody knows fast food is not real food. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows what fast food is, bro. It's chemicals, it's drugs. You know what I'm saying? All of that stuff is programming. All of that stuff is programming. My fault, I thought somebody was behind me watching me, but it's all programming, and it's all to keep you suppressed and keep you in a low state of consciousness and keep you at a low vibration. Because fast food don't have any nutritional value. They make all those things in labs, bro. None of that stuff is coming from like real animals. It's lab grown, it's lab made. That's why it's so cheap, because it's just chemicals, and a lot of the chemicals are man-made chemicals. They're not natural at all. So it's like poison, really. It just sit in your gut and it rots. That's why it smells so bad when a lot of y'all are using the bathroom. You gotta spray all this air freshener and all these extra chemicals to hide and mask that terrible, terrible smell that's coming out of your body when you use the bathroom. But you gotta like sit and realize at the same time, it's like you eating dead corpses. You putting dead corpses and dead flesh into your body. It's like rotten flesh, literally is what it is, and you're consuming that and putting that into your body because it tastes good, because the seasoning on it tastes good. You don't even like eating meat, you don't like eating steak, you don't like eating chicken, you don't like eating none of that shit, bro. You like the seasoning on that shit, bro. If you take seasoning off a hamburger, you take seasoning off chicken, steak, etc., whatever it is, whatever slice of meat, whatever fine cut of meat that you are eating, chicken, pork, steak, bro, any of that, I don't know, bro. Whatever it is that you're eating, bro, you can't eat that shit plain. You gotta drown it in seasoning. You gotta drown it in some fucking sauce to be able to even eat it and consume it. We're not genetically made up. Black people, melanated people. I can't speak for any other race but the melanated people, because that's where my research and that's where my knowledge comes from. It's our, race and our genetic makeup. We're not designed to eat that, bro. We have a mouth full of flat teeth, bro, that is designed to tear into nuts, berries, fruits, and like grains and shit like that, bro. We don't have a mouth full of canine to eat fucking and tear into flesh. You know what I'm saying? We don't have a mouth full of canine. We have literally 2 canine teeth, bro. On these 2 right here. We're not genetically made up to consume and digest meat. Our acidic in our stomach doesn't even get hot enough to break that shit down, bro. That's why it sits in your colon for so long and it rots and it smells like that when you go use the bathroom, bro. Because your body can't break that shit down. The hydrochloric acid in our stomach does not get acidic enough to break that shit down. You know what I'm saying? And meat carries parasites, bro. So you're walking around with worms, parasites, and all of this extra bullshit. All these different entities and shit manifest within you, and that's where these random mood swings and shit come from, because everything is energy, bro. Like I say, y'all eating dead corpses. You're just like a zombie, bro, if it makes sense. It's all in the food, bro. You just pay attention to society. Everybody moves and acts just like one another, bro. It's like clones. If y'all ever seen an episode of SpongeBob, you know what I'm saying, or the movie, you know what I'm saying, when they had the chum bucket, everybody had them hats on, and everybody was under like mind control and shit, bro. It's the same shit, bro, with the food, really, because it's chemicals, it's drugs, bro. That shit fucks with your brain and fuck with your mind. Everybody is into and like the same music, wear the same clothes, do all of that shit, bro. It's social. Everybody want to blame social media, but nah, it's way deeper than that, bro. They're drugging a lot of y'all. Y'all not even aware of it, and y'all don't realize it. And you have to pay for it in the long run. And that shit ain't where it's at, bro. It's like, I gotta make more conscious decisions. And I know, like, I gotta just explain to y'all, bro. Just think about it, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're not equipped physically to tear into flesh and eat flesh. We're not. We don't have a mouthful of canine. We can't run on all four to go track down our prey and hunt down our prey and kill our prey and eat it. We're not. You know what I'm saying? We gotta go above and beyond to even, kill these animals, cook it up, because we can't eat it raw in its rawest state like you can eat plants and fruits and shit. We can eat all of that shit in its rawest form, which we're supposed to be doing anyways. Anytime you cook anything and you consume it and eat it, bro, you lose majority of the nutrients and the value in doing that. And that goes for cooking plants and shit too, bro. Vegetables, it's the same thing. Your body gotta work twice as hard to break all of that shit down. Your body gotta produce extra enzymes to break down cooked food. If you eat it raw, your body don't use any enzymes at all. That shit is gonna break itself down on its own because it's extremely light. And majority of the time, it's just water-based anyway, so it's just water. The main thing is staying hydrated. You know what I'm saying? It ain't protein, it ain't all of this bullshit ass myths and shit that they put in your mind and tell you that you need. Protein is nothing but simple amino acid structures, which is found in fucking fruit. You can look it up. Fruit is full of amino acids. That's all protein is, bro. That's all it is. Eating meat is literally just skipping at least 3 to 4 steps to get the energy that you can get from just eating those berries or eating the vegetables or whatever it was that animal ate. It's just like the food chain. Everybody know the food chain, food pyramid. We learned that shit in school, bro. It's the same thing. You're getting lower levels of energy by doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because eating meat and processed foods and shit is really just supplements, and it's empty calories. And it ain't doing nothing but fattening y'all up, making y'all sluggish, and making y'all bodies extremely dense to where you can't have really any real spiritual experiences. You struggle to meditate, you can't sit still and be with yourself. A lot of people got ADHD, bro. It's the food, it's the chemicals, it's all of that shit, bro. You can't think straight, you can't think for yourself. You can't focus on the video for more than 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Your attention span too short. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of that's going on, but it's really just the food, and it's the overindulging, especially the fake food and the snacks and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure at least like 90% of society, when they go grocery shopping for snacks and foods and processed foods, they don't read any of the ingredients. You don't read how much of that you're supposed to be consuming, because when you eat snacks like potato chips, it tells you eat about 8. Nobody reads that to eat the whole fucking bag, bro. You might eat 2 bags, but it tells you only eat 8 today. But it's like, I don't know. Like I said, food is the hardest thing. It seems like society can't really control or get a grip over or have discipline over is eating. Everyone struggles with eating the wrong shits. And you know it don't make your body feel good, but you still eat it because it tastes good. It's gonna fuck y'all up in the long run. I know everybody wanna say we gonna die anyway, and we gotta die someday, we all gonna die, bro. That's just an ignorant way of thinking, and it's literally just a cop-out. Saying we're gonna die anyway and you're gonna eat the same bullshit, it's a cop-out. Because you know better, you just don't wanna do better. Using that shit as a lame-ass excuse. It ain't about living longer. It's about living the highest quality of life possible, bro. Nobody want to live life with all these complications and shit, bro. Nobody want to have the gout, high blood pressure, diabetes. You know what I'm saying? You got to be on dialysis. You got to get your leg amputated. You got cataracts. You know what I'm saying? You got arthritis. You got dementia. You got MS. All of these diseases that's not natural because of the shit that you eat. All of these heavy metals and shit that you put into your body that you never detoxed a day in your life. You never fasted for a few days to allow your body to heal itself. You know what I'm saying? Allow your cells to regenerate and repair itself. You never gave your body a fighting chance. It's like a car, man. You gotta put the right fuel in that shit for that motherfucker to run, bro. You can't require premium but keep giving that bitch regular. Over time, that shit ain't gonna fly. It ain't gonna work. Your car gonna break down and it ain't gonna work no more. It's the same thing for your body, bro. It's the same thing for your body. So it's like, if you're not taking care of it, how can you expect on the back end for you to be living comfortably with no assistance? You can still be looking like you know what I'm saying? You can still be looking young when you really get up there in age. But you put your body through so much, it has to work so hard to fight off these diseases and break down these foods, and don't recognize a lot of these foods that you put into your body, because the body is naturally alkaline. So whatever you put into it, it immediately tries to alchemize whatever it is that you just put into your body. But a lot of these foreign things that your body don't recognize, or it can't gain any nutrients from, it just let it sit. It rots inside of you. That's when you have a manifestation of diseases or dis-ease, you know what I'm saying, within the body. And that's where all the problems and complications and shit come from. It's the food. I'm gonna keep saying it. It's the food, bro. Food consumption. We gotta become knowledgeable on what it is that we're eating and what food actually is. Ask yourself, what is food? Food is not anything that you can eat and chew up and swallow. Food is anything that gives you nutritional value, that gives your body life. You know what I'm saying? That replenishes your body, that helps each and every cell that's within your body. That's what food is. That gives you energy. Food doesn't make you sluggish. You know what I'm saying? Food isn't heavy. It doesn't weigh down on you. Food doesn't make you bloated. You know what I'm saying? Food doesn't give you diseases or illnesses. You should never experience any type of cold, illness, flu, any of that if you're eating food. The stuff that you're eating is not food, it's supplements. It's fake, inorganic. We were never made or designed to eat any of that stuff. Just ask yourself, what is food? Have I been eating food, or have I been eating bullshit? Meat and flesh, chicken, shrimp, beef, pork is not food. It's dead corpses, flesh, blood, pus. That's what it is. And you hide it and mask it by putting seasoning on it and cooking it. But you wouldn't be able to do any of that if we didn't have any pots and pans or stoves or ovens or any of that shit. You would be out here eating fruit and plants. We wouldn't even think twice about going to kill an animal and eating it, because you can't eat it in its rawest state. So why would you feel like that's the way of eating? But like I said, a lot of that is conditioning, passed down from generation to generation. That's all we know. But I'm here to enlighten. I'm not better than nobody. I used to eat that same bullshit, but I evolved over time. I just knew that shit wasn't right. It just don't make sense. I'm not doing anything that doesn't make sense. If it don't make sense, I'm not doing it. I'm not engaging in it, and I'm not being a part of it if it don't make sense. And you should do the same. You watching this video, if it don't make sense, think twice about it. Don't just keep doing shit just because you're accustomed to it or that's what you're used to. Stop being afraid to step out of the box and explore something different. Don't just fall in line because everybody else is doing it. You know what I'm saying? We were never designed to eat that shit, man. It's killing us as a black community. Just look at us. We're obese, we're overweight, we got all these health problems, health complications because of the shit that we eat. We can't get a grip of the food, bro. It's the chemicals. You so addicted to that shit. It's the same thing as a drug addict, bro. You addicted to the food, processed foods and sugars and shit, just like a drug addict is addicted to drugs. It's the same damn thing, bro. It's mentally, it's a mind thing. Once you gain control and discipline over your food and your diet, then you'll start having real spiritual experiences, shit like that. And you'll be able to start evolving spiritually, because you're gonna be capped off if you're putting dead corpses and shit like that into your body, and fake ass foods and dense, heavy foods. You're not light enough to have any of those experiences. Your spiritual body is too heavy. You can't astral project. You can't experience different realities within the dream world. You can't become lucid. Your spiritual body is way too dense to have any of those experiences. You can't really reach the real Zen state in meditation, because your spiritual body is just too heavy. You know what I'm saying? And your information is just blocked. Pineal gland calcified. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to make this video too long. sunset it. It's a little chilly. I gotta use the bathroom really bad. I'm about to head out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Really listen to it and evaluate what it is. I had to say the little message I had to drop. You know what I'm saying? I hope some of this information I had today to present was helpful. I hope it helped some of y'all. If you already was aware of this, I hope it just kind of like really awakened something within you to, you know, get back in your bag, man. Get back on your shit. If you slipped off, you know, everybody slipped. Everybody had them days. You know what I'm saying? But shit, I have my days too. But my days, I never will eat meat again. I'm never gonna slip up that bad to where I consume some meat. Like, I will never do no shit like that. I might eat some potato chips, or, you know what I'm saying, I might eat some vegan products that got soy in it or something, like shit like that I know I ain't really supposed to be eating, but it's still not meat though. So we all have our days, bro. We all get backtracked and sidetracked, man. But, you know, get on your shit, young king, young queen, and lock in, cause it's time, bro. It's the food. It's the food. But peace, love, and light as always, man. Gratitude as always, man. Y'all stay spiritual, stay connected. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.